Throughout the Zelda series, you'll come across many unique characters, locations, and weapons, all with their own origins and backstory. Something the series doesn't do well though is go into detail on all that, letting fans wonder and theorize on all the lore that surrounds The Legend of Zelda. So, it's time to whip out the Hyrule Historia and get researching. Join me as we go into detail on the lore and origins of all these mysteries. And for the very first episode, we will be taking a look at one of my favorite concepts and characters within the series, and that is the Fierce Deity. The Fierce Deity isn't an actual character Link meets within the series, but is a spirit that is said to inhabit the Fierce Deity's mask. In Majora's Mask, there are a total of 24 masks, with 4 of them being transformation masks. The 4 transformation masks allow Link to take shape of the spirit contained within the mask, gaining their abilities and looks. These masks are the Deku Mask, Goron Mask, Zora Mask, and of course, the Fierce Deity's mask. Though unlike the Fierce Deity's mask, the Deku, Goron, and Zora masks are needed to complete the game, with the Fierce Deity's mask being an optional mask Link obtains very late within the game. Link obtains the mask while inside the moon, by trading all 20 non-transformation masks to the 4 of the 5 children of the moon. The 5th child that wears Majora's Mask gives it to you. He first asks if Link would like to play with him. When saying yes, he realizes that Link has given away all of his other masks, so he suggests playing a game of good guys against bad guys, referring to Link as the bad guy after giving him the mask. And when obtaining the mask, the game's dialogue questions the dark powers of the mask being as bad as Majora's. Ironically, when looking at the mask, it resembles Link, unlike the other 3 transformation masks, which resemble the race the masks hold. And when worn, Link takes shape of his adult self, just much taller, with all white eyes and hair, face paint, and an epic set of armor, while also wielding a helix-edged sword that releases giant sword beams when struck, giving Link insane power and making it the strongest mask within the game. Which is no surprise, with it being called Fierce Deity, implying that the mask contains the spirit of a god, though it is only able to be worn during boss fights, for obvious reasons. Though this still doesn't answer the question, who is the spirit that is contained within the Fierce Deity's mask? Well, according to a gossip stone found within the game, the Fierce Deity mask, a mask that contains the merits of all the masks, seems to be somewhere in this world. While A.G. Oenuma states, the best way to think about it is that all the memories of the people of Termina are inside the Fierce Deity mask. With that said, this still doesn't explain the spirit within the mask and its origins. The Fierce Deity is also featured in other Zelda titles, with Hyrule Warriors having young Link transform into Fierce Deity by using his Focus Spirit, as well as giving Link an alternate costume as Fierce Deity. While in Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS, Link is also given a Fierce Deity skin. And in Triforce Heroes, there is also a Fierce Deity costume that is obtainable. So it seems that Nintendo hasn't forgotten about Fierce Deity's concept, as he seems to be making his way into games after Majora's Mask. But will his story continue? Or even be told? Well, aside from the series' game titles, the Fierce Deity is also in the Zelda Manga, in it telling the story of how Majora's Mask was created by a man who resembles Fierce Deity. It was shown in a flashback, with Majora as a dragon, and a mysterious man who is thought to be the Fierce Deity. This man played music for the dragon Majora, who danced for 3 days straight before dying. Once the dragon died, the man carved a mask from the dragon's hide, sealing Majora's power in the mask. This man was hinted to be a god, being the first to overcome the beast of Majora. As interesting and bizarre as the story was, the manga isn't canon. So even with all of this info, we are still left in the dark when it comes to Fierce Deity, with Nintendo not giving too much information about him. Though I really want to start off the series with him, just to give you guys an idea on the series itself. So be sure to let me know what lore within the Zelda series you want me to cover next. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and be sure to leave a like. I've been ZeldaMaster, and I'll see you all in the next one.